Hi guys, so for today's recipe we're going to make some beef and broccoli ramen, aka beef and broccoli chow mein. Now to start this recipe off, you're going to have to make your marinade for your meat, and for that you're going to need some chopped garlic, some salt and pepper, a little bit of red wine vinegar, some honey, some low sodium soy sauce, a little bit of vegetable oil, and you're also going to need some flat leaf Italian parsley. Now all you're going to do is mix all those ingredients up in a bowl. You want to make sure it's mixed well. Now as for your meat, the original recipe said to use skirt steak, I think, but I couldn't find any, so I saw the meat for the stir fry. It's already cut up thin and it's perfect for this recipe, so I grabbed some of that. Now what you're going to do is mix your meat with your marinade very well. You want to make sure it's nice and coated. Now if you have some plastic wrap, go ahead and cover it with some plastic wrap. If not, go ahead and put it in a airtight container. Next, we're going to get out our ingredients for our sauce. You're going to need a little bit of garlic, ginger, brown sugar, cornstarch, low sodium soy sauce, a little bit of beef broth, and the original recipe said to use oyster sauce. I don't like anything to do with oysters, so I'm using a little bit of hoisin sauce. And here I have some broccoli that I steamed a little bit in the microwave. Now to start off with your meat, you want to coat your meat with your cornstarch. You want to make sure it's nice and coated evenly, because this is going to give the little crunch to your meat when you cook it. Now you want to make sure your skillet is nice and hot. You want to make sure your meat's in there in one layer. You don't want to overcrowd your skillet because your meat won't get crispy, so you might have to cook it in a couple of batches. I did. Toast your broccoli a little bit. You don't want to like overcook it. Like I said, I already steamed it a little bit in the microwave, but you want to toast your broccoli off a little bit, and then you're going to build the sauce, which is your broth and your hoisin sauce and your garlic and your ginger, all those things I named earlier. You want to put them in your skillet to start building your sauce. And you're going to let your sauce simmer. Once you have everything in there, you're going to let it simmer for a couple of minutes. And then you're going to go ahead and add in your broccoli and your meat. And you're going to let that simmer for a few minutes. So next we want to tighten our sauce up a little bit. So we're going to add just a little bit of cornstarch and water, and you'll start to see it tighten up pretty quickly. Now it's nice and tight and thick. So next you're going to add in your ramen. You know, you want to cook your ramen before you add it in. I promise you this is ramen, even though it looks like spaghetti noodles. I went to get chow mein noodles and my local store didn't have any, so the girl told me this is like ramen noodles, which I did have to boil it before, so it's not spaghetti noodles, I promise. But you guys, this is really good. You want to top it with some red pepper flakes, and some green onions and a little bit of white sesame seeds. So good. It was yummy, you guys. Yeah.